One thing I forgot to tell you guys is you gotta make sure you're pulling your covers out. Now, if you're gonna do them like mine, you're only gonna need one 12 by 12 and then whatever you're gonna use. This piece was where I cut this from, so it's long enough that it's gonna work, and I'm gonna have this on there as my spine. I want this to look like a rustic Christmas album, which is basically what it is. Not vintage, not antique, rustic. Okay, so that's why I've really chosen to put this on, and then this is going to be on my front. Now I am just going to be, I'm not going to be wrapping this or anything. I'm just cutting it just like I did, just like I cut this, so that there's going to be a black margin all the way around. Now this will come over around the spine some on both sides, which is great. But, so I just need one 12 by 12 for the front and the back, unless you want to use different papers, but I'm going to use the same paper on the front and the back. And then I've got this piece, which is got just a little bit of a, it's probably going to have to be cut down a smidge. I don't know, it's got enough. It's going to have a 1/8 of an inch, well, 1/16 of an inch border on the top and the bottom. So that's what I have chosen for my cover. If you want to do totally wrap, you know, wrap it again, then you're going to have to do it before you start putting this down. But it will look just as nice, you know, but that's totally up to you. But just so you can make sure that you do that. Now I don't do that until after I'm done with the book, because it gets enough banging and moving around and shuffling and stuff. So there you go. Okay. And you always want to put what you're going to do for the cover and put it off to the side so that you don't use it. I stick it. Don't forget where you stick it though, because I've done that and I've spent a half a day looking for it and then I found it. This is a different book, but yeah. So that was not fun. So don't stick it somewhere that you will forget where you stuck it. Anyway, okay. So now we are on, let's see, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So, let's see. I am still interested in making sure I have a nice progression, okay? And I'm thinking that this darker green is kind of where I want to go now. I kind of like that. I tried the snowflakes and I didn't really like that. It's just, I don't know. I didn't really like it. I kind of want something bold behind my red. I didn't want to do another red. It wouldn't be bad. All these reds are so different. That's like 3 different reds. But let's see. Let's see what else I've got. Now I could do this rustic. See, now that looks really nice. I really like that. And having the reds, that's a nice bold piece. I like that better than the dark green. And really for bold, I think that's about it. I have this piece, which I like as well. Huh. But this I was just going to kind of bring in as a an add-on. So not really that anything that I wanted it to take front and center, because it's rusticy looking, but it's, I don't know. So I think I'm going to go with this on this page right here. Now on these 3 pages, I know one that I'm going to use is this. Maybe right there. Maybe, let's see. No, no, no. None of those are going to work. Okay, so we've got that. We have that. And I think I'd like to use this as well. Okay. Uh-huh. Well, how about this one? Okay, I like that better. I like that better. Yeah, I like that a lot better. Okay. Alrighty then. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to measure all of my pages and then I'm going to cut. So let's get this one measured. Right there. And then there we go. This back where it was. Alright, so there's that one. And since I've got these all in here, I'm just gonna so we've got that and that. And that. That and that. Alright, so let's get all of my cutting. Bring my cutter down. Oops. Oh my goodness gracious. Alrighty then. Sorry guys. Let's try that again. Yeah, baby. Let's try that again. Okay. Now, where did I put my parts? Pieces and parts here. Let's do this. No, no. This is going to be right about there. One. do this. Alright, and this one, I'm going to go straight across first, pull it up here, and that way I've got this for, see the back side there's going to be a lot less, let me find my, there it is, a lot less where we're going to have to cut double stuff because it's already the right length. Okay, put that there. Now I was trying to use all the different papers because remember I don't have that many, but I was trying to use all the different papers in the front, and there's still some that haven't been used. And then as I go into the center section, then you start seeing repeats again, but yet in different areas, in different ways. So there you go. Okay, so we can, let me do my little trim job. In fact, I'm going to shut it down, do my little trimming and my edging, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I did pull out the numbers, and again this 9, 10, and 11, 9, 10, 11, I'm going to put up with the 6, 7, and 8 because I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. Day 12 I pulled out too because that's this one. I'm going to put that right there. So I think I'm going to do as well a another sheet to pull up. But I want to do some decoration down here and then have a flap. So you can put a picture there, a picture on the the bottom side of the flap, and then a picture on here. So let's see what we got here. Now one thing I knew that I wanted to use, and I pulled out this little bit of rope that I had. It's kind of a waxed leather-ish looking piece. But I knew that when I did this wood bit that I wanted to use one of these buttons. So that I'm going with that. See, we use this paper, so let me pull that out. Let's try, I want something that they can write on. This is, I don't want too much white. This is pretty solid here. Was there any more? That's two white stuff. There's beautiful or celebrate. I think I'll leave beautiful, and I don't really want to do, I want to do this because I want something to write on. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I don't need two reds. And I think with this white and that white, we'll do this red so that it's not everything's white. Now this is one I didn't get done yet, so as you go through and you pluck those little GBs off of there. I'm getting sleepy. I'm starting to I'm starting to boo boo boo. Okay. There we go. Now we're going to ink this. And let's see. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm going to use it. Now I want this to kind of be straight on. And the button is a big button. So I'm not going to put it on this side of the book. So I am going to put it on this side of the book. Yeah. So if I kind of tuck everything in, there, how about something like that? And then this. Now that day 12, you know, they have these little things about day 12. And then that kind of fills in that space, but yet I'm not covering up any more of the little area for writing. Okay, I like that. Now I want to do just above the beautiful, I think, another piece here. Let's see. I guess I used this for something else. That was a mark on there. And I'm going to put it right... I haven't glued this down, so I'm just marking it right at the top of the paper here, because I think I'm going to fold it over the back of this paper before I glue it down. So slide this over, get my scoreboard. Let's see where my line is. My line is right here, but I think also I'm going to do this. Oh, goodness gracious. Come on. There we go. If you are not getting this going, if you also push down on this so that it's not just tilting it, push down on this and this, you're gonna, it will then go through. But if you're doing it on too thick of a cardstock, which this is not, but if you're doing it on too thick of a cardstock, I mean, you could break your punch. There we go. There we go. That's it. And again, I'm going to trim off the pieces that aren't working for me. Like, I don't want just a half of that. I'm just going to, and I might just go and take my cutter and just cut that little bit off. Let's see, what am I at here this way? See, and I totally can do that because I am at 4 3/4. So I can go all the way over to 4 1/4. And let's see, if I move that, I think I'll put it, I think I'm going to cut off the edges. I don't really care how wide I am. I'm just going to make it look good. So let me get my cutter here. Because, you know, if it's not looking good, why do it? And now that I have my score mark, I'm going to give myself a 1/2 inch to go around. And then I'm going to put this here and I'm going to cut. Oh. Okay. So this, I'm just going to touch up. I almost tore that right off of there. But I think, okay. And then this side, this is some thick cardstock, and there we go. That's good. That got That was my phone telling me that it's about dead. My battery is not what it used to be, but I have a Windows phone. They don't make them anymore. So one of these days I'll get myself a new phone. I'd just as soon not have one, to be honest with you. But I do like occasionally when my children call. Oh, sorry. Okay. There we go. Now we can get all of this folded and glued and that kind of goodie. Okay, so I'm going to pull this here, and obviously I'm going to knot this. I'm not going to leave it like this, like it's got two antennae. That would be just not cute. Okay, so I'm going to that way, and then the opposite way. Come here. Here we go. So there, I made a knot, and then I'm just going to cut it. Don't really want it hanging past. There. Cute. Cute! Okay, I do need to get all these backed on looks like that was done kinda sorta. Okay, let's glue these down. So make it purty. Gotta make it purty. Okay. And then this bad boy. Oops, that might not be enough, but that's going to be covered up, so I'm not going to worry about that end too much. Okay, now let's see. Okay, and here. Yeah, these, it looks way better like this, but it is kind of a pain in the butt. Still got to get that off, especially when you're not very good at cutting straight. Okay, there's that. Let's just, I'm not good at this, but we're gonna round the corners. But I told you by the end of this process, I'll be getting better at it. Okay, so we're going to these little tickets. All right, that did not take very long at all. Okay, get this out of the way here. Now, and of course those are not inked up either. And I've got plenty of room. I don't need to there we go. Alright, so let's glue this down, and I probably will put a paper on this, but I'm not all that worried about it right now. So I'm putting it down, flipping it over, and gluing. And then I'm going to glue this down. Oh, down a little bit more. There we go. There we go. That got damaged. Let's see. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on this back end and bring it around and glue it down. So it will somewhat look like it's okay. Alright, now let's get this figured out. This, and I think I wanted this here, and this like this, and the button. Where's this? That's okay. This can actually, I wonder if I kind of leave that there, that like that, and then put the button there. I think that's good. Okay, so I'm going to pick this up and glue it down. I'm actually going to cut part of this that's not going to be seen off, so it cuts some of that thickness out of there. Okay. And we'll pull the beautiful okay, and on this, now I'm going to get, let's see, do I have, yeah, I've got my mini glue dots. These are Stampin' Up's mini glue dots. There's a lot of them around. I'm going to, whoops, oh shoot, dropped the button. Okay, I'm going to put a couple mini glue dots down, and then I am going to, that's good. And then I'm going to put a bunch of glue on it. Oh, wait a minute, let me get, is that what I wanted? No, I wanted this to kind of come up like that, right? Yes. So let me get this glued down now. There's not really enough of this that goes underneath here to worry about cutting. Come on. Come on, glue. Not really enough of that to worry about. Is that where I wanted that? There. No, I think it still was going to come up this way a little bit more. Yeah, that's the way I wanted that. Ah, I hope that I didn't do the whole thing. Okay, so that's that. And I've got little mini glue dots on there. And then I'm going to put glue all around it after I glue this into place. So, get that. Actually, I'm going to leave the top of that without glue. Oops, still. Yeah, so I can slide a picture underneath there. Now I'm gonna put some glue, and I'm putting the glue dots down on the main part of the page here, and then I've got glue on both this side and this side. So while the glue dries, the glue dots are holding. Okay, and then I'm going to take the adhesive backing off of this and add some glue. Put the 12 there, and I want to kind of center the day. Take the adhesive backing off of this one. Little glue. Perfect. Okay, so there's that. Then I'm just going to glue these on, and we will be done through 12. And then I do have that right side up. There we go. Okay, and I think that's all down very nicely. Okay. And this one. And we will revisit putting the numbers down once I know what I'm doing. I think it's just going to be one single mat, but I might use the numbers as pulls somehow. They're all different, so I don't know, but I might do that, because if I put numbers on these, I only have 1/4 of an inch on each side. Now this obviously is going to need to have of course, once you get a picture on there and on this side, it'll hold itself down. Okay, so that is it for that. And I think that looks really nice. All right, guys, see you for the next 2 pages.